This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We're back. I'm Pete Corielli, and of course, rock star Sebastian Maniscalco. Looking good, bro. You're looking like you're in the middle of taping something on TV or film. That's how you look.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Just gained 3.5 pounds, though, because this is a food show, and they got me eating brisket at 7 o'clock in the morning, you know?
Oh, see, I always wondered about that because I like my boy Guy Fieri, Diners, Drive-Thrus, and Dives. And, we like to joke when we watch him, Sadie and I and Jackie, even when he says he likes it, we know him well enough to go, if he don't give you the fist pump, he don't like the shit. But sometimes he'll do the fist pump and he'll go, I have to take another bite. And I always wonder, is he spitting it out? You can't be eating all that shit, right? It's too much. So what are you doing?
Yeah.
You getting at it?
Well, I'll give you an example. For the drinking episode, we did a bartending episode. They had a spit bucket for me.
It's hilarious. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, if I took the drink and then I just spit it out, they had to tell the bartender, listen, if he spits it in the bucket, it's not that he don't like it, just that he don't want to get tanked at 6:30 in the morning,
Yeah. Were you spitting it out or what, man?
No, I just took a real small sip. It's not like I was gulping the drinks.
Right.
I mean, just wet my lips a little bit, just got the taste of it. But, for example, yesterday I'm eating brisket, and I couldn't stop eating it. I'm not shy about, I need another piece, make me another one.
Right.
What's that?
What time is this?
About 8:30 yesterday in the morning. I'm eating brisket.
Remember you do it now on the real ones, like the fucking Good Morning America, but when you go to some town and do their version, like Cleveland, Good Morning Cleveland, it'd be like 6:30 in the morning, and they always got the chef there cooking something, and it could be like a burger, and it's amazing. Even though it's 6:30, your brain, wraps its head around ground beef in a hurry, right? It's like, we can make an exception. What's going on over there at that count? So you're banging out brisket at 8:30, man.
That's what I love about this show. Something could come up, and it could go in another direction, and here's one for you.
Yeah.
Right along the lines of that local Good Morning show where they got the chef from the local restaurant making pasta primavera at 7 o'clock in the morning. You say your head wraps around it. Now,
yeah, I
don't eat that shit when I walk into a TV show because hey, you want some of that? I'm not eating it, right?
Right.
And another level of that, and I know you've seen this, where you go into the local radio station and they got ribs in the lobby, and they're like, grab yourself a rib. Now, I'm sorry, the presentation at a lot of these radio stations when the food comes in, they look like they just dropped it off on a random table. And it don't look appetizing.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, and it's like food places that just like the boss goes, so, and by the way, swing by WXR2 and drop off our new fucking donuts. Maybe they'll mention us on the air, right? Are you amazed? Honestly, I mean, I adore all of them, but I am surprised I haven't been on air with a morning radio guy who has had a heart attack in the middle of my fucking segment, right? But they got, like you said, there's ribs because it's wet. And not only is it ribs, it's like, oh yeah, we do Whip Wednesday. It's Whip Wednesday. It's like a fucking every Wednesday is rib, right? They know every Wednesday they're eating ribs at 8:30. It's not like you'll remember the brisket the rest of your fucking life, right? 8:30 in the morning, you're eating brisket for this food show. Oh my God, can we lift the pandemic so I could do a fucking stand-up show at 8:30 on a Saturday?
Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, but I gotta tell you, meat in the morning I could do. I mean, it's like steak and eggs, right?
Right.
It's brisket, but it was delicious. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I've been gaining a little weight because I've been eating stuff that I was really not on my diet. I mean, it's I'm eating. I had like a pizza the other day at the guy's restaurant. So I'm eating stuff that's a little bit off the beaten path, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm working out hard, trying to lose it. Here's one. Here's one for you.
Okay, put a side note. But go ahead.
Yeah, what's the side note?
No, we'll get into it. But the video you sent, what of you working out? I was like, I thought that was a fucking commercial for literally for Jack LaLanne. I mean, what the fuck was that exercise? Of all the exercises, that's the one you send? Oh my gosh, a hip swing?
Those
This is you send Watt a text saying you're crushing it, you're killing it in the gym with a video of this. like you're swinging a field hockey stick, guy.
when you come over,
Yeah.
when this thing lifts, I'm gonna put you on that thing. It's difficult, man. That thing is strapped. That thing is strapped.
I've never seen it before. Jackie saw the video and she said she does that and it is hard. She goes, "Oh, I do that. That's hard." I go, "I've never saw that before because I don't have breasts." I think that was the end of the communication with Watt. I mean, I went to sleep. I woke up in the morning, but I think the Jack LaLanne clip was the last thing anybody did. And 3 and 4 and 5.
Yeah, the only thing I was missing was leg warmers.
Oh man, really, you should have had "Let's Get Physical" playing by Olivia Newton-John in the background. Oh, but the gym is bro. That gym is, I mean, Jesus. That's awesome, gym. Awesome, bro.
That's been our savior. Thank you. It's been our savior. It's really, it's got everything you need there. So, yeah. I want to dip my toe into the vaccine.
All right.
Now, I know a lot of people who are not in the phase 2 or whatever phase we're in of the vaccine that got the vaccine. All right? I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you the difference, and I think it's cultural. I know a lot of foreign people, all right?
Mm-hmm. So we don't want to edit it, right? So
No, there's no edit. This is the truth.
all right.
Persians, Israelis, Armenians, right? To name a few.
Right.
That they have no problem telling you they got the vaccine. You know?
Well,
I feel like a lot of like the white people maybe have gotten the vaccine but are hiding it. You know, like
that's so funny, bro. What a great bit. That is so funny, right? Keep it on the QT, right?
yeah, right. They got it, but they don't want to like be shamed for getting it. But
Right.
the foreigners, they'll tell you right now. I talked to this guy yesterday. He's like, "I got the vaccine. I feel great." You know, like it was almost like he was telling me he had tacos last night. You know, it was that comfortable. And I go, "Oh, you got it?" He goes, "You don't have it. You don't have." I go, "No, I don't have it." "Oh, you gotta get it, my friend. Come on." And
Oh, right. Let me shoot over to fucking Walmart right after this conversation. I'll grab a vial.
no, and we're in mixed company. It's not like he took me aside and he whispered it to me.
Yeah.
There's like 5 other people there, you know?
They all have it?
No, like other people were around in earshot of what he was saying. So, you know, like someone could have said, "Excuse me?
Yeah.
You got the vaccine?" You know? I didn't give a shit.
This is like this guy's in a prison camp, and he scored a sandwich, and he's talking about, "I just had a tuna and rye. You didn't get one?" They put in it. We toasted it up. Oh, God, it was fantastic. Came with a pickle. It came with a pickle. God.
Oh,
We're
God.
trying to get... That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Oh, my God. So
It leaves you wondering now, though. It leaves you wondering because a lot of people saying they don't got the vaccine yet, but, I'm starting to see less and less masks. So either people are getting braver or they're lying right to my face, man. You ain't kidding. Are you going to admit it when you get it on the cast, or are you going to be like off air? You're going to be like, I'm still going to complain about the vaccine, but the whole family's tightened up.
no, okay. Just a blanket here. I do not have the vaccine, but I'm actively seeking the vaccine. Where basically, if there's leftovers or whatnot, if I find out I found out in Riverside at a pharmacy. They're throwing their stuff out at the end of the day, and if you go over there, you could possibly. It's easy to sit there and wait. I'm not going to sit there and wait.
And don't you think, though? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, by the time you find out about it, do you think you really got your ear to the ground more than like other people? Like I figured by the time, like if something touched something to me, if you go behind the CVS, by the time I find out about it, there's going to be a line by the dumpster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like one of those things where, I don't know if you remember back in the day in the 80s where tickets went on sale for the Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And by the time you got there, you're like, you just drove past because the line was so long.
Right.
You're like, hey, I ain't waiting in that, and then right.
Exactly, man. Now, I got to ask you, though, now that there's 3 floating around, are you willing to take any of them? Like, is Johnson & Johnson's on the table for you? Whatever you can get your hands on. Yeah.
Whatever I could get.
What I find amazing is, and I'm not one of these anti-vaxxers. I am obviously going to take it as soon as I can. But, considering how fast it was made, like this guy, like the Peruvian and most people, like they getting hit with it and right away they act like they just got strapped with a Superman cape. You know what I mean? And like you think they'd still be a little bit like, I'm feeling good, cross fingers and still wear the mask in the crowd. Nothing. Just like, oh, you didn't get it? Fucking yeah, I can walk on water. She. Well, all right, I even think the Pfizer guys are going, guys, pump the brakes, all right? We said 92%. 92 is 92. 80 of you guys out of 100 are going to fucking die still. I mean, come on. I don't see any trepidation at all.
None. No. It's not even you get it. Like you said, you're careful and this and that. People get it now. They're like, they're sneezing on avocados at the grocery store.
I mean, and burning their masks in the parking lot with big lighters. Sneezing on the avocados. Right. Yeah. And everyone else who's vaxxed up is buying the avocados and without a care in the world. Man, oh man, I can't, I got to be honest. I think I speak on behalf of all the listeners, considering, who you are and what you've done and your connections. I think we all still feel, whoever hasn't, we feel better knowing you haven't gotten it yet either. Like, I mean, because your kids don't matter. They can't get it either way. So it's just you and Lana were talking about.
Yeah. So here's what I'm starting to feel. And I don't know if you felt this yet, but I have my pediatrician, who I'm good friends with, who I golf with, his wife, who is a orthodontist, and another friend of ours who's a medical professional. All of them got it because they're in the medical field, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting around with all 3 of them, and they're talking about, we're going to Palm Springs at the end. I feel like I'm getting left out of stuff because I'm not vaccinated. Right?
It's like you still got your ankle bracelet on. That's so crazy, right? Like if you said, "Hey, I'm coming too," they'll be like, "You didn't not if you don't get the shot, guy. This is a shot only trip." By the way, I just want to point out, if I golf with my doctor, it would cost me fucking $3,500.
That's a big.
For the whole day. Oh, God.
Oh,
what
man.
a connection. Golfing with your doctor, your pediatrician, too, you know? Forget yourself. That's even more important, man.
Oh, no, that's I mean,
So are you
that's-
sniffing this or what? Are you getting it, bro? You got to be, you getting close to getting the vax somehow? Nothing?
No, I think within the next, I'd say 2 to 4 weeks, we're going to see a ramp up of vaccine, and I think it might be expedited a little bit more rapidly than what we've seen in the last 2 months. So, hopefully, I feel like if you had access to the vaccine in the first 2 months and you got it, you'd be shamed that you got it. But now it's like the Wild West out there. If you get it, you get. I mean, listen, I ain't mad at anybody that gets it that's not supposed to.
Right,
It's like if they got it, they got it. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that's like, well, you got it. I do you do that? Like, if somebody gets something and there was supposed to get it. I get the whole, the elderly and the healthcare workers and what have you. But I mean, at this point, it's like, why all of a sudden the vaccine, everybody is supposed to follow the rules, and the rest of life, it's wide open territory. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, all of a sudden, we're all going to be polite. Try getting through the Lincoln Tunnel. In traffic, everybody's driving through the emergency lane, cutting like them fucking animals. I want to, right? But now,
so everybody's cutting you off.
Yeah.
Because they think wherever they're going is more important.
Oh yeah.
Than wherever you're going. But the vaccine, hey.
Oh, wait your turn. Listen, my life has always been this simple when it comes to lines. I either got a VIP connection and I go in ahead of everybody and it's cool. That rarely happens. Or else I just wait it out till there's no more line. Like Cronuts. Remember when Cronut, that donut was popular?
Yeah.
Sunday after Sunday, there was a line around the corner. You thought they were giving away stone tickets or something, Finally, I wait till like no one gives a shit about the Cronut anymore and you just walk in and the guy's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, 2 coconut. Me and the Coriolis, we're going to get the last vaccine in the entire country.
Yeah, but if you went to Cronuts and the guy up at the head of the counter knew you and saw you waiting in line and goes, Pete, get up here. Would you go, nah, there's 25 people ahead of me?
No way. No, and I'd eyeball every person as I passed them. I'd be like,
Oh man!
Jeez,
I mean, geez, I don't know. I probably get disagreement on this, but at the end of the day, man, it's everybody for themselves, right?
It is. I mean, I've been told by my neighbor, because I know a woman who went to Syracuse to get it because she's got a pre-existing condition. And she's telling me with my hip replacement, that's like probably a pre-existing condition, right? But the thing is, if I can't get the whole family vaxxed, the whole family. If I can't get Jackie vaxxed, then I ain't getting vaxxed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so if you got a pre-existing, does that mean you got a bum hip? Bring in all the Coriellis, line them up.
I don't know. I'd use it. If I had the hip, I'd go. I mean, listen, it lessens your chances of you giving it to Jackie if you got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, listen, and you won't admit this, but even I have thought this, and I am like career-wise, you're doing movies with De Niro, so if I already thought this, hasn't there been a tiny part of you for a half a second that's just thought, no phone call from anybody just saying, come on down at 12:30, right? Like, don't you think you would have got a phone call by now with someone who's got the thing for the whole family? Like, I thought I would have got that. I thought the mayor of Fredonia would have called me by now. Say, listen, you're on a notable people list here when we Wikipedia Fredonia. Why don't you come on down, grab yourself a couple vials? I mean, what the fuck? Shit.
No, there's none of that. There's none of that. And to be honest with you, have I thought that? Yeah.
How could you not? How could you not, man? Shit. I mean, is Bruce Willis speed dialing fucking CVS's at his house? That's all I'm asking. I mean, yeah, the rumor mill told me. I was talking to a guy at Rightwood who works over there with your company. Seems like you might have if this is an edit, maybe show big possible stand-up show in the works for the New Year's Eve, huh?
Oh yeah, that's on the DL. But
all right,
wait,
that's an edit. No problem.
No,
I'll make it more.
No, I mean you didn't say anything where it was.
Yeah, no. Oh, all right. But anyway, it's just good to even hear about shows starting to perk up.
No. There's 91 shows on the slate that we're ready to pull the trigger at any minute. And this is what I want to talk to you about.
91. That's a Grateful Dead tour. I mean, you're just gonna they're gonna nudge you awake. You're gonna be like, "Oh, Argentina, what the fuck?"
Oh no, we're going full bore.
Awesome.
I mean, I've been home for 365 days, so I'm going to be away for 365.
That's how I feel. I feel like it's the West when the guy would go away and I look at his boy, who's 5, and go, "When I come back and you're 7, we're going to have a catch."
So, yeah. How do you feel about performing for audiences that are not at capacity? And it just, for me, this is what's bothered me. And I've seen this a little bit on social media. Because clubs are open in some states. And comedians are out there working, right? And 7 sold out shows in whatever, Florida. Sold out. The club only holds 35%.
Yeah.
Could you claim a sellout when 2/3 of the room you can't even seat?
Well, no, but they're hoping that you don't do that kind of homework. Well, I was going to play Pittsburgh once, and I was looking for a theater when I started. I told the guy, I don't want to do anything big because I don't want to, if no one shows, let's just keep it simple. So he goes, oh, here's a theater people have been playing. And I look up, and there's a comic, I don't need to say, and it's 2 sold-out shows. And I'm like, well, first I saw his schedule. I remember seeing it, and he had 2 sold-out shows in Pittsburgh. And I'm like, oh, man, he's crushing it. So then this theater comes up, and I'm like, oh, wait, that's the theater that guy's got the sold-out shows. I look it up. It's the one I ended up playing. I think we're talking not even like a real theater. It's a great club, but 900 people. So, but when he put sold out on his schedule, nobody's doing the diligence of going, let me look into how many play. And I know you're not. It's just the facts. But that's sold out. Anytime you have a chance to put that, baby.
Yeah, no. I mean, I could get it. You sell 900 seats. That's great. It's put sold out. But what I'm saying is the pandemic is restricting the clubs for saying you can't. If they got 300 seats, you could only sit 100 because they got to space them out.
Yeah, I know.
So you can't say it's a sold out show when 200 empty seats are in the room.
But by law, it's sold out. Legally, we can't sell any more shows. And I was making fun of myself about 900 seats. I was saying, I thought it was going to be a 5,000-seat theater when I saw that this thing was sold out. And I'm like, ooh, that's smart, man. I know, actually, 400-seat theater, 2 shows. So that made it about 800. And I'm like, right?
That's fine. That's fine. If you sell out a club and it's got 350 seats in it, and all 350 are taken, that's a sellout. But if 2/3 of the club is empty, it ain't a sellout.
but what are you supposed to say if you can't sell any more tickets for that show?
Added another show. I mean, what I'm saying is you can't claim sellouts because the 8 shows you did are 2 shows.
So now if someone gets to play the Garden, and you're only allowed to put 6,000 people in there because they got to space them out. It's sold out. We legally can't put any more in there.
It's sold out.
That's my career. I sold out the Garden.
It's a sellout only in the purposes that you have to say, we sold out, there's no more tickets left, we're adding another show. But to say it's a sellout because you sold 20,000 tickets at the Garden that's not
6,000. Yeah.
20,000 is a sellout. 6,000 is staff.
It's a pandemic sellout, guy. It's a social distance sellout. It's staff. Holy shit. It is, man. When you put it in perspective, I mean, you don't know because you're playing the Garden, but just to walk around while you're up there, there's so many people doing so much shit. Just because you're up there telling jokes, it'd blow your mind if you overthink it, I bet.
Well, I'm telling you, the amount of labor you pay to do a show at Madison Square Garden, you would faint if I told you how much you got to pay before even ticket one is sold. From the rent of the building to the, it's all union, you know.
Yeah.
I did. What did I do? Beacon Theater. They got an elevator, right? That goes up to the 5th floor, goes down. The dressing room's on the 3rd floor. They had 3 separate elevator operators in the course of an 8-hour day. I mean, it's amazing what they do over there. I told you they were all huddled around the clock when I was about to go into overtime. Did I tell you this?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I had to get off stage at 12 o'clock midnight. It was 2 shows. I think it was an 8 and 10 o'clock or something.
Where was this? The Beacon?
Beacon.
Okay.
So I'm doing the show, right? Now, everybody's laying around. You know, it's like Sopranos. Guys, it's like you show up and you lay down. That's some of the guys that were there, right?
Yeah.
I never seen, and this is from the people that are on my team, they were saying once you started getting about 10 minutes out from midnight, they said they've never seen the staff or the workers move faster than to get around the clock. Because if I went 1 minute over 12:01, everybody on the crew gets double time and a half for that next hour. Right?
Oh, man.
So they're looking at the clock like it's the Super Bowl, 4th quarter with 10 seconds left. Right?
Oh, my God.
And that comes out of my pay. That comes out of my till.
Holy shit, man.
It's not like they get paid from some account. It's like, that's on me. So I get off. And I was aware of this. I knew because they tell me, don't go past midnight or it's going to cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
So I got off at about 11:55.
Yeah, I don't even want to get. I wouldn't even be like 58 is too close.
Yeah,
too close.
55.
I don't need them arguing with me. Oh shit, midnight. Yeah, your Italian clock.
oh man. So yeah.
Nice, bro. Nice. Amazing. When you got off, was that like?
Oh yeah, they all scat. They all want. It's like it's like at a casino.
Yeah.
When everybody's watching the sports book and they rip up the tickets at the end of the game and they walked away.
Oh gosh. Man, oh man, bro. There is like serious rules in the union. It's unbelievable.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, the union is the best theaters. They're the best theaters. And by far, I've been in non-union houses. I told you about the guy that fell asleep on the spotlight.
Oh, no.
I think I was in Philadelphia. I'm doing the show, and the spotlight, it goes boom. Right? The guy fell asleep up in the third balcony working the spotlight, right? They had to wake him up. Oh
shit.
man!
Oh my
man.
God. Oh, crazy, man. Yeah, when I went to see you perform, well, when I opened for you that one time in a big arena in Florida, it was like it's exactly the same as if, any major band was playing that arena. It's insane what's going on all around.
Oh, we did. We had a good time in the Florida run. Wasn't Lou? Yeah. Oh, we did the cast there in Orlando. Remember?
Oh yeah, we did the live one. Yes. Oh God, I'm laughing my balls off today.
Oh man. So what? I had my mom over. Oh, this is beautiful. My mom, my sister, her kids, my brother-in-law, they all came over Sunday. Mom is double V'd, got the shots.
Beautiful.
And to see her playing with the grandkids, I mean, still had the mask on and whatnot, but, she was in heaven, hugging the kids and Caruso taking her finger, walking around. I was like, oh, this is well worth it.
It's so awesome. So it makes me happy to hear. My mom's got the vaccine. I'm so happy to hear. Why still the mask? Because I'm just curious now when I see my mom, if I should be wearing one around her or like.
Well, from my understanding, it's still unclear whether or not that if you have the vaccine, that you could still transmit the virus to someone else. Like, let's say my mother has it.
Yeah.
The vaccine, because the virus could still get in you, hanging around in your nose. It just the vaccine might be. I mean, don't quote me on this. I don't know if it's hanging out in your nose or whatnot. But
I just wish Fauci would start his things just like that too. Hey, don't quote me on this. But I can't say anything about him, by the way. People get upset, but go ahead. Yeah, so I've heard that. I did hear that. So you can still have it. You just might not get sick from it, but you still might be able to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I think that's unclear at this point. Again, don't quote me on that. The research, I haven't done my due diligence, but that's what they're saying. But I think the CDC is saying as well is if you do have the vaccine and you're double vaccinated and you're around someone that has the virus, that you do not have to quarantine. So that would suggest to me that if you don't have to quarantine, then you can't give it to anybody, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, we're just playing it safe. We all don't have the vaccine. The only one that has is my mother. So we just wanted to play it. It's like anything else. It's like a diet, You go on a diet, you're strict with it, right?
Yeah,
for the first, 2 weeks. But then you have an ice cream cone. And then the next week you got a brownie. Before you know it, you're eating pasta, pizza, and chocolate, and it's like with the mask. It's like once you get the vaccine, you'll put the mask on for the first week. Although my mom's out like you were saying with a cape. She goes, "I was at Marshall's yesterday shopping, beautiful."
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God!
I don't know. Oh, great. Well, I'm glad she's vaxxed up, man.
She's vaxxed up.
My brother, I'm just going to say this. I'll keep it quick, but I don't even know if I can keep it in. But I was fucking laughing, man. My brother went with my mom. I took my mom for the first shot, and then my brother took her for the second, for the backup shot at the hospital where they were, her and my dad, When I went there and they go to me, they go, "Oh, your mother's doing really good now." I'm like, "Hey, pump the brakes. You're 1 for 2. So me and my brother were dying. I'll take this out, but I had to tell you that. We were dying. It's too rude. I was just so pissed. It's like, yeah. Know who's getting vaxxed here, right? Don't act like
know your customer.
Yeah, exactly. It's like one time I got bumped on a United flight. I had to sleep overnight in some hotel they put me in. Then the next morning when I go to get on my flight, the new people, they just think I live or I'm going home for the first time. They're like, good morning. I'm like, yeah, no, your clientele. I was in a shithole apartment. My wife should be saying good morning to me in bed right now, not you.
Well, here, you bring up a good point here about this. When the airline needs to give you a room because there's just no more flights, right? Mm-hmm. I think that's a huge inconvenience, right?
Of course.
Now, let's say you're in Miami, trying to get back to New York, and they go, I'm sorry, Mr. Corielli, there's no more flights, but we've set you up at the Four Seasons Hotel on the beach. We hope you enjoy your stay. Wouldn't you go, oh, wow, I can't wait to go and relax by the beach? No?
No, man. Now when I got my mind set to go home, I'm just
saying if it was a better accommodation.
I would be less mad. Absolutely. If they said we're still going to get you on the first flight out, but listen, instead of wrapping you around the airport loop till we finally get into the Sheraton over there, it'll take the same amount of time. We're going to cruise you right down to the ocean, put you up in the Four Seasons. All right. You know what? We're making progress here. We're making some happy progress. Yeah. But that's there.
So I feel. I think they should pair up with some high-end hotels. So if that does happen, everybody gets a beautiful night rest and a nice bed. Maybe get $100 credit for some room service. You wake up fresh, ready to fly the next day. Now,
you got me thinking, why not build Four Seasons in the airports? Like, so I mean, literally, it'd be connected with, like, you're known if you fly, let's say Delta, and you can't make it. They got Delta hotels. Oh, you don't know about the Delta hotels? They're basically Four Seasons. You hope your flight gets canceled when you fly Delta,
right?
Like you're thinking, bro. Big thinking, infrastructure stuff.
That's it. You bring up another good point here that I want to get into. Now, I took my mom for the second vaccine. Parking lot at Six Flags, right? So I pull up, and they're like, pull over there, shut your engine off. I'm like, kind of weird to shut your engine off. To me, shut your engine off means you ain't going to be moving for a while, right?
Right away, I'm thinking that they think that you're under drugs or something. Like, what do you mean you got to shut my engine off? You only tell someone to shut the engine off if they think they're not capable of driving this fucking thing.
Either that, or if you get told, shut your engine off,
what a great show this is. I love this. I could do an hour on this. Go ahead. What?
Chances are you're not driving your car home. Like
50-50.
If you go to a checkpoint or something else and they say, you want to pull over to the side and shut your engine off?
Oh, my God. That's so scary, right? I mean, just go over there. You can keep it in park. Like, you can keep the engine running. That'd be way better.
Not even that. Just pull over to the side, sir. Pull over to the side in anything is worrisome. Right?
Yes.
Pull over to the side, shut your engine off.
Oh, God.
I'm going to prison.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I shut my engine off, if I have a lawyer, I'm calling him, right? Sydney, stay by the phone.
So I'm sitting there 10 minutes, and my mom and they're looking like, what the hell? So I call the guy over. I go, what's with the no engine? And wait for the vaccine for my mom. Yeah, we got to wait until like 60 people arrive so we could crack it open, because if there's like 9 people there, I guess if they opened it with 9 people and nobody else comes, then the rest of the batch goes to waste. So they got to get enough people in the queue in order to start cranking this stuff open. Now they got a tent. It's like a white tent that you would see at the farmer's market. right? Mm-hmm. So another 10, 15 minutes goes by, people come, and they start bringing out the vaccine. Now, I don't know about you, but they're bringing out the damn thing in an igloo cooler that you would take to a picnic, to the beach, or whatnot. Now, I'm sorry. And the person carrying it's like they're in shorts and a t-shirt. Now, I'm sorry. I want the vaccine in something like a silver case that's on wheels, and I want a guy in like a hazmat suit bringing it out. So when he opens the thing up, I want to see like dry ice smoke coming out of this thing.
Right.
I don't want my vaccine traveling in the same apparatus hot dogs are in. No.
This is I wait, and like did they buy these igloo coolers, or the volunteers go, you know what? I got one in my shed I can bring in.
I know.
I mean,
it didn't look like it was dialed in because some were blue, some were red. It's like it was a hodgepodge of igloo coolers.
Even if it was an igloo made cooler, but they were all the same, and across the side it said like FEMA, and you're like, all right, these are fucking special coolers. You know, these are just like whatever you got at home, bring it in, and we'll make a go of it. You know, like there's probably right now the one your mom got the vaccine in. Right now, there's probably a fucking Coors Light in there, right? it's already.
I don't want to have an igloo come out with like stickers of a football team on the side.
Is that a tackle box? Is there fish hooks in the bottom of that? Oh, God. It's called a community coming together, guy. That's what that's called. That's what that's called right there.
I don't
think they're doing
trust
it in the poor countries. They're keeping that shit dipped in the river to keep it cold. You got to come to the riverbank and then pull it out for you. What are they doing in Sicily, right, guy? They don't even have fucking coolers.
They don't even have ice in Sicily.
Unbelievable.
I'm just saying, presentation is everything. Now,
to you.
Well, I mean,
I know.
Presentation to me induces confidence in whatever you're giving me, right?
Yes.
So if I see the thing come out in like a stainless steel refrigerator with a guy with like a helmet on, looks like he just got off the moon.
Yeah.
And he's taking it out, and I see smoke, and I go, okay, this came literally right from Pfizer right into this thing, right? But if I see igloo cooler, that signifies to me was the vaccine in somebody's living room last night. and their son was helping them pack the cool.
Everybody was sent home with some. Do their best to keep it cold. Yeah, you don't even know. It's like, come on, you ever get ice cream and it's freezer burnt because the delivery guy melted it accidentally and then he said fuck it and just refroze it? You know? Yeah. I mean, we don't know nothing. Not only that, there should be like a guy in a goddamn, like you said, hazmat suit yelling for everyone to step back. Step back. Away from the truck. You think this is a game? Right? Oh, God.
A step back, because when they open it, your face could get frozen, right? Like, that's how cold this thing is. How cold is this thing in an igloo cooler? Thing is supposed to be kept at 180 degrees to below zero. I don't know any igloo cooler that keeps that shit that cold. I put ice in an igloo cooler. In 4 hours, it's water.
It's total water. Bro, I literally got to put my sandwiches in a Ziploc because I know they're going to be soaking wet if I don't get at them within the first 2 hours from the melted ice. This is like putting a napkin on a polar bear. This is ridiculous. I'm right there with you. Holy shit! Just for show, you may as well just put it in a paper bag at that point, right? What is it in that you and your mom are waiting for them to have 60 people to break it out of? What is it in at that point?
I don't know. Like, what does it come in, and what's behind the tent? That's another thing that was like. I get it, you know, maybe they got something behind the tent, but even the tent, it's like, all right, put up some nice, like a wall or something like dividers.
Right.
The tent to me signifies, I don't know. It does.
Third world. Fucking third world, right? I mean, you look like you just got off a plane in Haiti because that's the only place you could get the vaccine. This is America, and it's getting bizarre. It's getting a little bizarre. I'm right there with you, right? I'm like, what is this, a movie? When I got the COVID test, stay in the car. We'll stick something through your nose. What's it, a fucking Brad Pitt, the World War Z movie or something, right? I mean, this is America. You should be going door to door, by the way, with this, like the Avon lady used to do.
Everything else, you don't have to leave the house for anything anymore, right?
Right.
The groceries come to your door. Amazon comes to your door. Hell, you could get your dry cleaning picked up at your door. They take it, they bring it back. You don't got to leave your house for anything anymore, right?
Right.
Restaurants even deliver. Fine dining restaurants delivered to your house. But the vaccine, I got to get in my car and wait in a parking lot, an amusement park parking lot.
That's it.
Come on.
You didn't even have to get out of your house to vote for the president, but that you got to go do. I know.
Yeah.
I know. And you saw your mom get the shot. I saw my mom get the shot. I could do this. I could do it to myself. I could do it to somebody else, right? Just little dry little box of dry ice every home.
That's it.
Keep your check. Keep the stimulus check. Actually, take my stim money. Instead, put a vaccine in there with a little dry ice and ship it through Amazon to me with directions. If I can put a goddamn IKEA table together, I can do my size shot, right?
Yeah, come on. How hard is it? They really come in and they flick the thing, whatever that does. They do that. I don't know what that does, but it seems that it gets it up to the top or whatever it needs to do. That's it. I mean, come on. People, they buy an iPhone and they get their iPhone running, no problem. Right. How hard is a shot? Right? Ding, it's it. Throw the needle out and put our capes on.
But you're like me, bro. So you're bringing up a good point because you're just saying you know how you do the little tip and you just get a little shooting out the top. They do in the movies before they hit you. Right away, I'll be thinking to my wife, was that extra? Like, did we need that? Like, if you don't have the full amount, did you just fuck up the whole dose because that little bit spilled out? We need supervision. We don't know what the fuck we're doing over here, right?
So, do you think that it's more than you need in the vial?
That's the other problem. I don't know.
Just in case for something like that, spillage. Are they taking spillage into account when they give you the vaccine?
That's a good. They don't, like when you have a headache. They say you really only need one Advil. I don't know anyone that don't take two. You know, I'm always thinking two. And if you took 3, would you notice? I mean, I feel like if I took the whole bottle, I'd be walking on water in 10 minutes. You know? The second time I use that expression. But right. And by the way, if you did get it at home, then you're going to have people looking at like brothers and sisters going, I'll take half, I'll give you half. You know what I mean? But we'd be screwing it up. So I don't know. But it does seem like under these circumstances.
Oh, here's another thing. I asked my mom this, and I don't know if this came across your head, but she got the shot, and I said, cold? She goes, what? I said,
oh, yeah.
When they put it in you, did you feel like cold? This it's ice. It's 180 below zero. Don't you think if you put liquid that's 180 below into your arm that you would feel a burst of like cold come over your arm, or am I off?
Whoa, I don't know. I mean, is the liquid 180 degrees going in, or is that just the outside temp, like, on it? I don't know. You're way over my 4-year degree. My C average.
Well, even if it's not 180 below, let's say by the time you get it, it's 100 degrees below zero.
Yeah, wow. Right.
Don't you think you would feel a liquid going into your arm like, ooh, that's a little chilly?
Right? Yeah. Like I feel a draft coming through the door, but I don't feel liquid nitrogen flowing through my elbow.
Yeah. Or do the other way. What if it's 180 degrees burning, hot, and they pipe that into your skin? Don't you think you feel like, ooh? No, I don't know. This is something, again, way beyond corporate communications degree from Northern Illinois. We got to get someone with a medical background out here.
Did your mom get the chills a little? Mine did after the second shot. She got a little bit of the chills.
She got the chills. She had a day where she wasn't feeling that good. Just a little off, a little nausea, but bounced back. And she's full bore. My dad, I think, is going to get it. I think he's up for it this week, so he'll get his second shot. And then, we're still over here farting around waiting to see if we can get our hands on it. God knows when, again, we're going to be one of the last ones to get it. But if it comes available and it's a leftover deal, I just feel bad, I don't want to get it and take it away from someone who does need it. I'll say that. But hey, if they're throwing them out, give me the leftovers.
Yeah, but by the time it gets to you, everyone who's needed it, like, it'll just be, for lack of a better word, we're regular, like nothing. We're not frontline people and stuff.
Yeah.
I got a medical situation / real life scenario I got to throw by you before we cut this out.
Yeah.
This is just like kind of like perfect storm of stuff coming together. But I went to my doctor, and after I saw my doctor, at that time I saw him, he scheduled for me my first ever colonoscopy.
Yeah.
It's the camera up the rectal, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, I was telling my mom about it. My mom's like, just don't get it. She's like, I never got it. She goes, your father did, but I never did. And I was like, well, Jackie, you're like me. I don't like if I told my wife, yeah, I'm not getting that stuff, she wouldn't go for that. Like I have to, And so they're supposed to every 5 years. So in the meantime, I need to get new contact lenses, and you have to go to the eye doctor every year before he'll give you a new prescription. So they canceled on me, my eye doctor. So by the time they rescheduled, I'm literally down to my last pair. If these go on me, I'm doing glasses, which is it's bouncy. I don't do glasses in public. So now I got my colonoscopy finally scheduled, and it's on a Tuesday. And starting on that Monday morning, have you ever gotten one?
Oh, yeah.
You have, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, then you can tell me. So you do all that drink.
Last year.
So you do all that drinking, right? And it makes you go, right?
Yeah.
So Jackie's saying now Monday at about 2 p.m, after I'll have taken a lot of that stuff, I have my doctor's appointment. And she's going, you might want to reschedule that. And I go, I'm down to my last pair of contacts. If I reschedule, they're going to not be available for a while. Why would I reschedule? And she's like, because you might have to literally, you might shit yourself during the exam. And I'm like, you're telling me for 1 hour I can't control my bowel movement because of the stuff I'm drinking the day before a colonoscopy? Is that possible, bro? Do you have little control of your bowel movement?
Yeah.
That's the day my eye appointment would be.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's some times where you gotta run to the bathroom.
Really? Like you felt like the day before when you're cleaning yourself out, do you feel like if you had a midday eye doctor appointment where you were going to be out of the house and away from a bathroom for a guaranteed solid hour, that you'd be like, that's a little dicey?
As long as the doctor's got a bathroom, you're fine. Because it's like one of the. It's not like I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll hold it. It's
Right? No.
It's like the train left the station, and you gotta.
Oh my! So it's like 85 years old. Got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. It's like a diaper.
Like some people now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
But
all right. I'm done. Bro, does this thing suck? I don't want to do this at all, dude.
Wasn't as bad as I thought.
Man.
It's a little uncomfortable, but once it's in and they're going, it's uncomfortable. But it's not as like I thought I was going to be in excruciating pain.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case. And by the way, they show a video of your colon, right?
Yeah.
So when you come into the results, I think the results were actually right there. It was like literally a half hour, and the doctor's like, "All right, look at this. You're clean. You're clean, bro." It was like going through a beautiful tunnel.
Wow.
Nothing clean. Now, here's my question. They say you got to do this every 5 years.
That's what I heard.
Now, is that because they know if something is starting to grow? Let's say they do the colonoscopy on whatever, Monday. Let's say
Tuesday.
Friday. Now, are they saying, based on past occurrences, that it takes 5 years for that to become something more prevalent, or
maybe
what?
Maybe six. They go, listen, even if something popped up the day we pulled the camera out and started growing, takes about 6 years for that thing to kill you. So we'll at least get it when it's 5. Just when it sees the finish line, we'll get it. We'll get it then, you know.
But aren't there occurrences where that thing pops up and it goes, all right, in 2 years, it's like, like when you go back in 5 years and they're like, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? And you're like, I don't know. You told me to come back in 5 years.
All right, listen, I think the other way. I think more like, so we look once after 50 years. Now all of a sudden we got to look every fucking 5 years. I think I shouldn't be back here till I'm 100. But they want to make cash off it, so they have a big meeting. One guy says, "Let's tell them every year," and the other one says, "Wait, let's not scare them away." Yes, every year. Then no one will get it. All right, every 5. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. They'll say 5. Boom. There we go. Ka-ching, ka-ching, man. It's unbelievable. My mother's got a doctor's appointment on Monday, and she goes, when I go in there, I'm looking them right in the eye, and I'm going to say, no tests. None. So I go, Ma, he's going to look right back at you and go, then why are you here?
So your mom basically has thrown modern medicine out the window and basically lived her life where, like, it's gonna kill me, it's gonna kill me. If not,
absolutely. Even when she was in the hospital, she doesn't even see that as a hospital visit. That was an abduction in her eyes, and we broke her out. That's what that was. Yes.
Oh man,
yeah,
man,
unbelievable! Wow, man, God, bro, what a fun show! So, what to Arizona, dude?
What to Arizona, man?
Breaking my heart, the whole Buffalo. It made the news. He didn't even come here, and it made the news because they said they show Watt and they go, "Well, folks, our hearts are broken." The great J.J. Watt chose Arizona over. I mean, listen.
I didn't even
beautiful state, Arizona. Beautiful state.
Well, first of all, he's going to a really, really nice climate. Obviously, in the summer, it's burning hot there, but
it's a dry hot, though. It's nice.
Dry hot. You got great golf. The house is there. You can get a lot for your money. He's going to be now an hour away from L.A. which is nice. I mean,
Beautiful.
maybe I could bounce over to Arizona for a weekend. Who knows? I mean, this could.
Flight, hour flight?
Yeah, hour flight.
Oh, okay.
45 minutes, really.
Wow, boom.
It's a 4-hour drive. It's the same drive as it is to Vegas. So Arizona's the new Watt home. He seems to be very happy about it. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
And that's all I got. I got a corporate Zoom I'm doing here in a 2 hours.
All right, bro.
So let me go get set up for that. Thank you for listening to the Pete and Sebastian show. We will be back once again next week with just comedy gold, bro.
Good hanging, my man.
Take care.